Hello, everyone. This is Kat. Welcome to Kat's Crew Gaming. With me today is Korath
Would be me.
and Mac.
Hey, everybody.
We figured we'd share a little bit about ourselves and the plans for the future.
And we'll be showing in the background footage from sort of messed up audio. We had some issues.
Some
So instead
issues.
of losing day 69 in Horde Night 70 in the new Horde base, we figured we'd at least show it.
We'd also thought we'd take this opportunity to tell you guys a little bit about ourselves, the direction we're going to be going in the future. You guys can comment on anything that you see or we discuss. We'll be asking for your feedback. I guess I'll start. I'm Kat. I've been video gaming since the early days of Nintendo. First computer we got was in 1990. And my first beta tested video game was Final Fantasy XI. What about you, Korath?
Video games? Let's see. I've been playing video games since 83 when my dad bought an Apple II. Let's see, it was probably 87 when I got an Apple IIc clone called a Lasered 128, and I got to play pretty much everything that my dad could find on what was the internet at the time then, which was 480, or no, not even that. It was just dial-up modem and no phone calls for the night. And then, let's see, I was a Sega kid because everybody liked Mario and I wasn't a huge fan of Mario, and Sega didn't have Mario, so I went with Sega. I liked the graphics better on Sega too.
I did too.
And then it was PlayStation from there. I don't know. Mac and I played a ton of games together on a number of different machines. We spent so much time playing Might and Magic on the Sega.
That was a
What
Genesis.
Genesis, yeah, it was the Genesis because I still have the game.
Yep, between that one and Romance of the Three Kingdoms.
Three Kingdoms. What about you? Well, I was gonna say, what about you? But I know the answer.
Yeah, we did a lot on those two platforms, but I have to say, as a kid, my favorite was the Atari setup because it had all the arcade games.
Yeah, I started out on the Atari. I know I said Nintendo, but it was the Atari 2600.
Yeah, that was the system to have because it had all the latest arcade games.
I had them too on my Apple clone because it was hilarious because my biological father would be on his Atari 2600 upstairs and wouldn't let us kids play on it while he was playing it. So I was like, fine, what are you playing? Oh, you're playing Space Invaders? So I go down on my computer and play Space Invaders. I was like, I can do that too. You're playing Galaga? I can play Galaga too. Doesn't bother me. Yeah, okay, I didn't have the paddles and joysticks he had, but I got used to WASD a lot sooner than most kids.
Yeah.
Well, on my Commodore 128, playing Ultima 4, it wasn't WASD, it was the arrow buttons.
Arrow keys. Old Leisure Suit Larry was the same way.
Yeah, I got hung up with using the arrow buttons, and let me tell you, having to learn WASD for first-person shooters when you grew up using the arrow keys was a pain.
It's so pretty.
It is.
Sorry. I'm so proud of that.
You did a good job with it. And there's the parking job we aren't supposed to talk about.
We don't need to talk about it.
I'm sure there are people that are interested to know, though.
It wasn't a... But I didn't park. I crashed coming out of the garage. And then it wouldn't let me go. I was just happy to be flying.
Yeah, well.
Let the peasants drive.
Hey,
Oh,
at this particular point, I believe I have my my dune buggy, so I'm fine with that.
yeah, I think I had just made. That was the same. The day before, I had made your dune buggy.
Yep, there I am.
My, yep, because there you are in the dune buggy. I had made your dune buggy. I had made my gyrocopter. We had gotten everything else back, and I think we were trying to figure out how we were gonna get the big ass army truck out from underneath the
Mm.
Yeah, that
from
was
the
a
same
lot.
spot, and we were not looking forward to having to daisy chain that out
Yeah. Oof.
like we did.
It jumped out right in
No,
front of me. Didn't you see it?
Yeah, that
no,
rock just
Yes.
you run into so many rocks.
No,
You
it
run
jumped
in,
out in front of me.
you
I
run
remember
into
saying it the night we recorded this, and I stick to it even now.
that's her story, and she's sticking to it.
Absolutely.
she runs into as many rocks as I run into signs.
And trees and
Dude,
fences.
I ran into that one sign outside our garage so many times it's not even there anymore.
Yeah, yeah.
This is such a cool point of interest though. That
You know,
that was
I was pleased that Cat found it, and pleased that Subquake could put it in because it was a hell of a lot of fun.
Yeah, it
heck
was.
yeah.
When I first found it, I'm like, oh, this looks cool. And then I realized how big and scary it would be on my own. And I'm like, yeah, no. I'm gonna need help with this one.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
pretty scary with all of us.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
it was scary with
Yeah.
the three of us.
Well, when I came up to the fence, just coming up to the fence, I'm like, oh, yeah, no. I like going adventuring out by my lonesome and doing the looting and things, but I knew this was
Killed.
beyond just me.
Pretty heavy on the getting killed part, especially on Horde Night.
Yeah.
Horde Night Eve.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's go into Horde Night with a death penalty.
Oh well, you do it. She does it
Yeah.
regularly.
Oh, well, I was gonna say I've done it on occasion.
I think we've all done it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No,
You-
not at all.
You do it regularly.
Yeah. But we're
You've done it so much that I've forced a rule that you have to have a chaperone the day before. Well,
you are not wrong.
you got trapped in a house with scorpions on one side and zombies on the other.
Oh yeah.
I do believe that actually that was Horde morning. We had to race to rescue you and then race to get back to the Horde base.
Yeah.
You might be right.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I'm right.
Quite possibly. What are we looking at? It's track cleanup day, I believe.
Yeah, we gotta run through here and get all the zombies gone, and then fix the little racers.
Yep.
I'm perfecting my backwards driving, which will come in handy later.
Right.
Actually, no, it won't. What's the what games we're looking at? We're kind of watching Nightingale.
And with the
Game
announcement
former.
of MechWarrior 5 Clans,
Oh,
Oh
land.
yeah,
Yes.
And then there was this little game called Chimera, but apparently Creepy Jar recently changed its name to Star Rupture. So, Star Rupture.
And well,
And then I'm kind of keeping my eye on Rooted. And then there's this Derelicts by Romaine that looks really cool, where you can harness the power of nature. Actually use the elements to help you do things with it. And that looks cool as hell.
Yeah. Definitely looking forward to Nightingale too, with that whole realms card thing and
Oh, yeah, that looks cool as hell.
it does. But hey, if our audience has any games that they want to suggest as well, throw them in the comments. Let us know.
No, and we have to admit, we've been playing the front. And we don't know. We've been debating whether or not to record it or not.
It is a fun
We're-
game, but it doesn't quite feel complete.
Yeah, we're enjoying it. It's a lot of fun.
but it's
just missing
definitely
something.
yeah.
Missing something.
I mean, Grounded was in early access for a long time, and we didn't get the whole of the game until the official launch. We just had the bits and pieces, each of the Hedge Lab, the Pond Lab, the Haze Lab. We didn't have the story. So it's potentially, that what we feel is missing from the front could be stuff that's either coming down the line or, there might be a story there that
Well,
we're not
still-
going to see until release or something.
We're still on early access, so who knows what they have planned.
Yeah.
I'm concerned it's going to be a lot like Rust.
Right on.
Well, I mean, it's technically made for PvP. I mean, it does have a lot of PvE aspects to it, but in a lot of respects, a lot of stuff that's in it is meant for the PvP portion of the game.
Mm-hmm.
So, and many of us aren't really necessarily interested in exposing ourselves to the toxicity of a public PvP server to try and experience the full aspect of the game.
Yeah, no.
Not so much.
We probably just stick to the PvE aspect of the game, which is what we've been doing already.
Right.
What I think is hilarious is you're up here clearing all this, which means you've walked past the hole in the track, and then when later your reaction, where the hell did that come from, is hilarious.
Yeah. It kind of was.
My reaction?
Yes,
Yeah.
yours. I
Hmm.
even left it in the footage loud enough that you can hear it. Because yours is the only voice that actually comes through
Good.
Oh.
We're gonna need 'em.
in any of the footage. Max is barely there because the
For whatever reason, I had gone whisper quiet.
Yep. And it just decided that it didn't want to pick up my voice at all. And Mac has little to no game sound as well.
Which is just utterly baffling because I hadn't changed any settings.
Yeah, I hadn't changed any settings either. That's why I said that the
Although, I wonder if it may have been something related to the catastrophic demise of the old motherboard. Now that I'm thinking about it.
That's a possibility.
that could be.
Because I don't think it was too long after this before the motherboard give up the ghost.
Yeah, I think you're right.
It could be.
Hadn't even occurred to me till we were watching this.
Yeah, if things started going on the fritz, yeah, the timing just about lines up, though. I heard that's definitely potentially what happened.
Yeah, well,
Well,
I learned
this
my
was-
lesson with Edisuse. I'm done with them.
Well,
You spend that much money on a top of the line motherboard just to have it
this
burn
was-
everything out on your system.
This was recorded July 5th, 15th.
Was it?
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, it might have been the first hint of problems with the hard drive.
Motherboard?
Motherboard? That thing you were having problems with?
Yeah. The thing that just cascade
But-
collapsed my whole computer.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a tragedy.
Yeah. You think you spend $600 on a freaking motherboard, it'll work.
It should, for that much money.
I mean, Asus still doesn't make a better motherboard, and they've still got it on the market, and it still has the same problem. I wish I'd have known about it before I purchased it the first time.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that they've deteriorated as far as they have.
Yeah. Just a bit. Just a bit.
Here, take this.
Put it here.
Drop random bags at you.
This was so much fun.
Oh my god, yes.
A lot of work, but so much fun.
Right? I wanted to get another person, like get a friend to show up, like Risen. It would have been great to get Risen and Lich Boy to show up, get the 4 of you to play, or 4 of you to race, and then get me up in the gyrocopter above, getting the aerial view shots.
Oh,
With me
that
in
would have
the-
been cool.
In the
That would have been
gyrocopter,
cool.
that would have been cool.
I mean, I still have the stuff for this game. It's not like we couldn't go back and do it
Yeah, I know.
as a just
Especially
for fun.
right, and especially knowing that this is a Subquake POI and it's not going to be in Darkness Falls when we start that.
That's at least as far as I was able to glean off the interwebs.
Yeah.
Not
I don't know.
100%, but I'm pretty sure.
I don't
It's a
know. I'd want
Subquaking
to
team.
face this particular POI in Darkness Falls.
Yeah.
We could be almost guaranteed to die down in the the underground here.
Well, if Kane adds the scorpions instead of the spiders,
Right.
He's supposed to be adding spiders?
he already has the spiders.
Oh. I guess I missed that.
No, we call them squids.
Oh, those.
The
Those.
nasties.
Yeah,
Mac,
I'm
Mac just showing off.
right. Oof.
You
I
put
did
bad
not
tires
put
on
bad
that.
tires on yours. I put the same tires on yours that I put on everybody else's. You just don't know how to drive. Neither do I, because I keep getting stuck in the potholes.
As I'm passing on the other side.
And crash. And drive backwards, because it's easier. Till it isn't. And then just turn around. See? But I'm not the only one. You
Nope.
get stuck in the same pothole.
Yep.
Matt goes right over it.
Oh, that was
Nice and easy. Look at that. Think he'd been driving this track for his whole life.
Right. And
Crash.
crash.
Well, see, you're
Definitely.
not supposed to go flat out into the corners. You're only supposed to go
She's a-
flat out when you're not in the corners.
She's a drag racer.
I go in a straight line. None of these curves and turns, and drag racing is so much easier.
There's that pesky turn vexing her again.
Yes.
zoom, zoom, zoom. Whoa!
I heard that.
See, we told you said it.
Yeah. I don't think I ever made it to that side of the track. I don't know. Like when doing the cleaning and stuff, I'm not sure.
Oh my god. Should that pothole pull out its cell phone and call you
Oof.
a tow truck?
Yes. Yes, it should.
Ah, whoa.
I
Oof.
don't have a cell phone because I'm a pothole. So, hey, bye.
Me coming in third.
And by this point, I've already smoked a cigarette.
Okay, that was fun.
No, by this time you've already run around and cleared all the extra zombies, gone out to the car, dumped everything extra you've gotten on you, because that's the footage I cut.
Yeah, there was some of that too.
Horde night.
And now Horde Night.
Dun, dun,
In these bunkers, these...
Do you
Horde
feel like a
group-
space marine yet?
Kinda.
The bunker's straight out of StarCraft.
I mean, a little bit.
Never played it, wouldn't know.
I just wish my bunker was over, like, 5 squares.
Yeah.
Or 3 squares. So
Yeah,
the
I never
cat
had a
can
good. Yeah.
see each other. Our vantage points were in the toilet.
Our thick 44 shrine.
Monument.
Right?
Just me staring at a wall.
I think you were having halfling issues.
It might have
Yes. Most likely.
been the hair feats were getting you.
Yep. It's
I
getting
love how
darker.
the part that actually got broke is still there.
Right. See the
Yeah,
little
'cause it
pile
just
of
fell
rubble.
straight down.
Yep. A little pile of rubble right there.
Although it almost kind of looks like a Magic the Gathering scene too, with a Nicole Bolas thing over there and a pyramid kind of structure.
Yeah.
Oh,
wow.
yeah, I guess so.
I never put that together. You are absolutely right, though, now that you mention it.
So we got time.
A little bit.
So we can talk about what we got coming up. We've
Mhm.
already started recording a grounded playthrough.
Yep. Very cool.
Uh,
Mac
yeah.
hasn't experienced the
My
whole
first
story.
actual playthrough instead of free play.
Yep.
Right. And we've restarted MechWarrior 5 as the Cat's Crew Company.
And then we
So-
have Darkness Falls coming up, too.
Oh yeah, can't wait for that. That's gonna be fun.
Yes.
That'll be great too, because we'll be starting from the beginning, and everything that I've learned with editing Undead Legacy, I'll be able to apply to Darkness Falls, so there will be less evolution through the progress of Darkness Falls than there has been through Undead Legacy, so that'll be kind of nice.
Yeah.
It'll be more just, it'll be better quality from the beginning rather than, wow, really? And then getting slowly better.
Right.
It'll be one of them things, and here they come to eat our faces.
It's like the 2 episodes after this
Right.
that are already done. Or we started trying new things. Man,
This night was insane and felt like it took forever, even though Horde Night's the same amount of time
I know,
every
right?
every week. This one, you felt it.
It's a much safer base design, but it's a really intense experience.
Yeah.
yeah, you feel every minute of it.
Not sure how this base would fare in Darkness Falls.
Well, it depends on when you use it, I would imagine.
Yeah.
We definitely have to move the access hatch further away.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I was concerned about it when we built it, which was why I had talked before about having the underground path going to our regular base to cut to this base. Because the last time I used it, that's what we did. The actual entryway to this place was way far away.
Was that in vanilla or?
No, that was a Darkness Falls, or not Darkness Falls, but Undead Legacy playthrough with Rhythm.
Okay.
And we had our main base roughly the same distance from the Horde base as the main base we had in this one. But the entryway was a tunnel that went underground. About, I don't know, it was 15 deep.
Right on.
Never had any problem with them trying to dig down to it.
Was that A19 or A20?
I think that was 19.
I was gonna say, then what happened when we moved the entryway across the street?
Still wasn't
Yeah.
far enough away. The entryway has to be outside their spawn radius.
Oof.
Yeah.
Got it.
Well, this was definitely an experience to be had for the few Horde nights we did it.
Yes, it was.
I don't know if I'm a fan.
Well, see, I set it up differently than we had set it up when Risen and Lichboy and I did it. We were more in line in
Right.
that crew. And we had a similar issue that, because I was on one end, Lichboy was on the other, and Risen had taken the middle one. And neither Lichboy nor I could really see each other's
Domes.
Switching guns and repairing.
Of course, the Horde
Yeah,
Knights for that one were more foggy too. The range of vision was a lot shallower. I don't know if it was an Alpha 19 thing or just what, but more than like, I don't know, 20, 25 squares, you couldn't see anything.
Well,
Well,
Whenever I played 19 with you guys, you never had Horde Nights turned on, so I wouldn't know.
Right on. I think at the point you were playing was when I was still teaching them how to play.
Ah,
I know when I started playing, it was, I wouldn't call it late game, but I was really low level compared to you guys, and you guys turned on the Blood Moon, and you had that Horde base mostly done.
Yeah, that was what? Day 150 something?
Oh, I don't even
was a-
remember.
It was deep into the hordes, and I know my game state was well over 250, so.
Yeah, I think that was a vanilla run through. I think.
I think that one was vanilla, yeah.
I don't even remember it.
It was still fairly intense, especially for people who had never done a horde night before.
Yep.
I don't remember the base. I don't remember the experience. I don't remember it at all.
Yeah, it was a 2 or 3 story thing, I think.
Yeah, I think that one was Risen's horde base.
Yeah, it was so long ago. I don't exactly remember. I was so new to everything, and everything was so much bigger than me. I was afraid to go anywhere by myself.
Look at you now.
Right?
You're afraid to go anywhere with people. Because then you don't get as much loot.
Right?
I think that's it right there. He's afraid of losing out on the loot.
And it's actually not that. It's, I don't know. I get joy from the actual looting process. I mean, I take last pick of the books and the guns and things, that I pick up. I gave you guys, first pick on most stuff. Obviously, I grab all the spear hunters, or spear-like weapons, but it's not about getting to the loot for, getting the good stuff first. I like looting.
I can barely see.
Yeah, for me, it didn't matter to me as long as somebody was out doing it because I was stuck in a hole.
I'm gonna
Right.
be
Hole.
real soon.
I was making
Go away, puppy.
landscaping decisions. I was terraforming the lands.
And when it comes to building stuff, I don't really have a sense for that. That's
There's so many different blocks to use, and if you don't know how they go together, they don't make sense.
That's why it took me so long to get the Shrine to Thick done. I was navigating the blocks.
I mean, I love the customization, but it's
Good
crazy.
Lord. Right?
I'll do the interior decorating. I'll get out the paintbrush,
Oh.
and put the
our last Darkness Falls playthrough.
yeah.
I think interjecting, this is the point where I had died.
Oh yeah, it's getting close.
The lights were out inside my dome, and they just came back on. The cops had got me.
Yeah, that sucked.
Yeah, more than a little bit.
Man, look at all that loot.
I know,
Speaking
it
of
was
loot goblin.
It was crazy.
Well, it took so much longer to loot this
Yeah.
time.
Oh, repair and switch.
because
And
of the
there's me
whole-
running out of repair kits for my favorite gun.
Well, I did warn everybody.
Oh, yeah, you did.
Done.
You absolutely did. And I did my best to make sure that the bullets were made.
Oh,
You
the
did.
bullets were there. I just didn't have. I think I had one or two. I think it was just one of the advanced repair kits.
You
Loading.
didn't get the proper repairs. I didn't know which ones you needed.
Well, it used in the old horde base.
Loading.
I only ever wound up repairing my guns once each. I never needed two.
Well, it's because
Radiation
I surrounded that base with spikes, so the spikes did most of the work.
And
Yeah.
they had to drop for if they fell out, or when they came to the end of the platform, they'd fall down. We were very rarely facing zombies that were full up.
Right.
We did all of the work.
Yeah.
There was
Lessons learned and
absolutely
all that.
right. This isn't. I agree with you now. It's a lot of resources to make. It is a cool, one-time use base that you know is going to work. That in a pinch, if you have to go back to it, you can use it. But good lord, nah, I'm good. I'd rather go in a more dangerous place and screw with the chance of actually dying than do this again because my wrists hurt so bad
Oh
afterwards.
man. Yeah.
Well, it's not like there's no risk of dying. I died, obviously.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you did. Actually,
Right there.
that was where you did, because
Yep.
you died. I was gonna say I know I marked it when you died.
Opie got in, but I had previous damage from the cops spitting on me too. Because unlike Cat, I had lots of repair kits with me, but I forgot medical supplies.
Oh,
Your fault. It's not
Yep.
like I don't make enough of them.
Oh no, I even had some. I had cleared out my inventory to grab other things and then forgot to put them back. As I recall, I picked them up when I ran back up there from the bedroom / resupply station down below here.
Yep.
see, this was the only thing I had was clear shot to the hole they were digging.
Yep.
Which worked
I
out
could-
well.
I could always hit.
Yeah.
You had the best shot in the house.
Yep.
No, I mean, technically we all did. I had a straight shot to it, and so did you, Mac, being right in front of your place.
Technically speaking, both of your shots weren't as clear as mine
Because
because
of the walls.
of the walls, and you couldn't see how you can't get down low enough to get all of them.
Yeah, okay, I see what you're saying.
And Mac can't get even lower than you. Like, you can get a little bit lower than he can,
Right.
but I can see
Yeah, the whole thing because of the
the whole
distance.
thing.
It's all perspective.
Right?
And a bird swooped in on you.
Dog growling in my ear.
Damn birds.
Oh, it was.
Yeah, I can't see it.
I'm still impressed by our first word base.
Right?
It lasted longer than I thought it was going to.
No joke. What was it originally like confirmed rated up to?
Reloading.
The guy, the video off of YouTube that I watched it off of, he built it up and he said it was good to at least level 35 with no alterations to it. So I was like, okay, cool. We can use it for the first few levels and we'll go from there. And obviously we used it for more than that because we were still using it when we decided to start recording. And
Yep.
then we didn't switch over to not using it till this horde night. So we used it for 9 horde nights.
Yep.
And it still held. I mean, yeah, there was, had to repair a little bit more each time, and as we upgraded the materials and everything, but that is a trusty design.
It worked.
It did.
Problem is it doesn't make for entertaining videos. Like, cause not enough.
Reloading.
Well, in the beginning,
yeah, but we weren't recording then.
yeah. But things got more interesting, like the Horde Night, nobody had the repair tools on them, and the electric line didn't get turned on.
Well, that was because we're 3
copy
frantic idiots. That's because we're
Yeah.
3 frantic idiots.
Yeah.
That's
Or the oil thing got left on and they were beating on that, and we're just sitting there like, where are the zombies at?
I think we recorded that though, didn't we?
Yeah.
That was I think that was the first recorded horde night.
But
Or like where one of us is on the roof and one of us is, hanging out the back door.
it's
I
the
hated
lessons learned.
Yeah.
Get out of my way. I can't see.
The sea of bags over there.
Yeah.
Well, it took more than an hour. We were still looting after 6, according to the footage.
That was
Now I
pretty
got a
crazy.
dog body in my way.
From a player playing this perspective, it wasn't entertaining. My wrist hurt and it felt like it took forever.
But
It was
I will
definitely an experience.
Yes, it was. And I mean, for anybody that's never seen this one before, it's going to be entertaining to see how that style functions, because it does function.
Oh
It
yeah.
does.
It fully functions as long as you make it right and don't put the entry hatch right next to one of the
Domes.
domes.
Oh, geez.
Yeah. That was
Raining zombies.
I finally made it through.
well, they were up there trying to get to me. There is no
Yep.
question. They were digging.
So this is coming to a close here.
So
Well, we have managed to cover all of this footage that we had, and it has now come to a close. So thanks for
Definitely.
watching, for everybody who still is.
yeah. Make sure
Appreciate
you-
it.
Don't forget to like or subscribe.
We'll see you in
or
the next one.
subscribe.
Oh, like and subscribe.
And we will see you soon.
Peace.